All right, so today we're going to learn about AND function and OR function. They're quite similar. Let's start with OR function. Equals OR. I press on tab to open bracket. It asks me for a logical function. So in this case, I'm going to select any of these numbers and say greater than 40 and close bracket. And if I enter, what Excel is going to see is this B2 value, which is 31, is this really greater than 40 or not? If it is greater than 40, it's going to give me true. But since 31 is less than 40, it should give me false. So I enter, it gives me false. Now, instead of B2, if I had selected, let's say, this number, 62. Now, obviously, 62 is greater than 40. So this OR function should actually give me true. If I enter, I see it has given me true. Now, AND works on similar lines. I'll say equals AND, tab to open bracket. If I select, let's say 95 greater than 40 and close bracket, it gives me true. And if I had selected this number instead of 95, it should give me false, right? So this is how OR function and AND function actually work. They're quite similar. So what is the difference, right? Okay, we'll see that now. Over here, you see a table with names of 4 people and their marks in physics, chemistry, maths, and biology. Bad combination, regretted that big time, taking that in high school. If you notice in this table of numbers, there are some numbers which are highlighted in red. Now, what I have done is I have applied conditional formatting to highlight those cells which have values less than 40 in them, right? I have assumed that 40 is the passing mark, and I wanted to know which cells have values less than 40 so that it is easily distinguishable as to who passed in what subject and who failed in which subject, right? So these are their marks in physics, chemistry, maths, and biology, respectively. And in this column F, I want to know, based on these individual marks, are they overall passing or failing? And similarly, in this column, I want to know the same, but using the AND function. So I'll come here, I'll say equals or open bracket. First logical function would be this greater than 40. Okay. Second logical function would be this is greater than 40. Third would be his marks in maths is greater than 40, comma, biology marks greater than 40, close bracket, and enter. It says true. So this is how OR function works, right? Even if one of the conditions is met, the OR function will give us an overall true value like it gave us here. So 48 is greater than 40. And even if the other numbers, right, over 71, 55, and obviously 31, if the 71 was 22 or 55 was 30, and this is 31, if all of them were less than 40, it wouldn't have mattered. It would have still given me true, because even if one of the conditions, over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 conditions, 4 logical arguments, even if one of them held true, even if one of them is greater than 40, it would give me an overall true. Let's see how AND function works, right? I'll say equals AND, open bracket. First logical function would be this is greater than 40. Then marks in chemistry greater than 40. Then marks in maths greater than 40. And finally, marks in biology greater than 40, right? And if I say enter, this tells me false. Unlike OR function, with the same arguments, I'm getting false here. Why? Because how AND function works is, even if one of the conditions is not met, AND function will give an overall false. For example, here, he has passed in all subjects except physics. So just because he failed in one subject, it is going to be an overall false here. If I come here, select both of these and double click for it to auto populate, I'm going to see the true versus false for rest of the people like so. Okay. Now I don't want to see whether it is true or false. Doesn't really make any sense. I want to see whether they passed or failed, right? All right. I'll come to this cell, come here and type if open bracket. All right. If function's first argument is the logical test. Now the logical test is what we now did, right? It gave us an overall true or an overall false, right? So I'll say comma, value if true. If it gave me an overall true, I want it to say passed. So I'll open double quotations. I'll say passed, close double quotations, comma, value if false. If I had an overall false here, it should say open double quotes, failed, close double quotes, close bracket and enter. All right, so this says passed. I'll come and auto populate here. Okay, passed, 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 failed. All right, now I want to do the same for AND as well. So I'll come here, I'll say if, press tab to open bracket. Again, logical test is what the AND function did for us. I'll say comma. Now, if it gave me an overall true, give me passed, or if it gave me an overall false here, give me failed. Close bracket, enter. Okay, I'll come here and double click to auto populate, right? So you see Sanjay, if his overall result was seen as per the OR function, he passed, but if seen as per the AND function, he failed because in one of the subjects he had failed. So AND would give me an overall failed. And in case of OR, even if one of the subjects he had passed, it gave me an overall passed. Okay, let's see in Rupali's case, right? Rupali failed in 2 subjects, but she passed overall using the OR function because she passed in math, she passed in physics, right? All right. In the case of Manika, she passed using OR function as well as AND function because she passed in all subjects, right? So OR function would give you an overall true if all conditions are met or one of the conditions is also met. AND function will only give you true when all of the conditions are met. Now, in Herman's case, the overall OR also gave me failed, and the overall result based on AND also gave me failed because he literally failed in all the subjects. Now, this is how OR function and AND function work, and this is how they also differ when it comes to comparing between one another. So if you learned something useful today, do share, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon. And if you do have any doubts, feel free to comment down below in the comment section. I would try and resolve your queries as soon as possible. Thank you.